it was one day before Christmas Eve, and I invited my friend to play with me. And we were gonna, like, I was gonna play with him snow wars or whatever, and throw snowballs at him. But yeah, he came to my house and we started playing that, and then we got bored of the game. We played something else. So I bought these walkie-talkies. I don't know why, I just wanted to. And then we used them. He went to the other side. My house was pretty huge, actually. Dummy, yeah. And there was like a huge backyard, voice crack. And like, yeah, so he ran all the way over there. And I stayed near the house. And we were just playing around, doing jokes. And then later on, by the way, it was started snowing, so it was like starting like snow even more. And then I turned on the walkie-talkie, said, I think it's time to get inside, it's snowing. But there was no respond. It was like, hello? And then I heard a huge scream, like a loud scream. I was like, bro, are you okay? By the way, his name is Dylan. He didn't answer. So I just brought my walkie-talkie, I turned it off, and then ran. I found him. He was in the ground. His head was bleeding. But he was still breathing, so that was good. So I carried him, and then I looked back. I saw a figure with it's really weird because his face is all messed up. He had black eyes. It scared the crap out of me, so I ran all the way to my house and reported this to my parents. Dylan's family went home. This was the scariest day of my life. Story 2. It was Christmas Eve, and it was about to hit midnight. Everyone was asleep except me. Now, my room was filled with, like, it was pretty empty, so I never really put heart into my room. But I was so awake, I just couldn't go to sleep. So, I just opened the door and went downstairs. But it was so dark, and I bumped into a table, so I tried to look for the switch and I found it. Now, my kitchen is like connected with my living room. So there's two lights, one for the kitchen, one for the living room. Now the kitchen kind of bright the living room a little, just not a lot. There's some dark areas. I always find that really creepy every time there's a dark area. So I was getting some water, and then I made coffee with the water because I just wanted coffee. I don't know why. Then I heard a little noise. It was in the living room. At first I was like, who's down here? I went really slowly, and I saw someone sitting in the couch. At first I thought it was my dad, or because he watches TV. But just to make sure, I just walked slow and went to his room. It wasn't Dad. Voice crack. My mom and dad was still in the room. My sister was in her room. I was freaking out. I tried not to scream. But when I looked back to the living room, the man was gone. I told my dad the next morning, Christmas Day. And after a week, we moved out of the house, just in case. One of the scariest things ever happened to me on such a festive, happy holiday.